let me know.
All right. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's very good.
That was amazing.
Cool.
That was amazing. What do you think? Is he an amazing guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really wonderful.
I tell you, we can skip all the rest of this, but I've heard him speak many times now, and every time I hear him, this is the first time I've seen the Dr. Oz clip. Was that powerful or what? It's like, America's doctor. It can be a thing of the past. We can eradicate a plague, really, and mood and mental disorders really is an epidemic proportion. If it was a diagnosable physical disease, it would be considered a plague. If 1 in 4 people in the world have it, it would be a plague. But it's like an unspoken plague. People don't say, "Oh, by the way, I tried a new antidepressant today." They just don't talk about it. And I won't ask for a show of hands. But
I always want that. When somebody says that statistic, I always want to see a show of hands.
yeah, who else? Who else? Yeah. So let me see. There's a few more things we wanted to share. What's the solution? It's 17 years, $25 million in research that this is the result of. And live from Canada, we've got a few slides ahead of ourselves there. So I did want to point out that we have a children's version. It's berries and banana, and it's not just for children because it's so delicious. I actually drink it every day. But it contains the same formula as the Empower Plus Q96 capsules, but sometimes children don't like swallowing capsules. So they made it and put it in a delicious and nutritious berries and banana protein powder. It's absolutely delightful for kids, grandkids, and for grandpas too. Grandpas love it. So other products. So Dr. Popper, he hit on that. To me, when I read this and heard this and saw Dr. Popper speak about it, he is like the world's most renowned psychopharmacologist. And he says that we're shifting the paradigm, and this is historic work that's been done. Make no mistake, this is a historically pivotal piece of work. Dr. Kaplan, will change the way that we think of mental illness, and that's a huge one. And this is my favorite, Dr. Simmons. We decided to try it, and it worked. Whoa, can you imagine that? We decided to try it, and it worked. So what people are saying, my son is no longer on psych meds, I'm sleeping better, in just one day, stress, anxiety, and depression no longer exist. It's like the fog lifted, I can see what was right and wrong. I'm off my psych meds for the first time, and I feel right for the first time in my life. And this is my favorite. It's a 10-year-old says, "Mom, I'm happier and my brain is working faster." So it's like for every proud owner of a brain. And I know, Troy, you want to share, you have a few folks that might want to share their story.
I know Rich had something you wanted to say.
Rich, you want to share your story? You had an interesting experience.
Sure.
And as a nutritional expert in Ayurvedic medicine, to have someone with your background, so why don't you stand up? You can just stand where you are, but
Sure.
tell us your story.
Yeah, I know very well you here. It's good to see you. I have been an Ayurvedic herbalist for many years. Been very healthy for many years. Really had no issues. Sort of been the grounded guy in the room most of my life. Last December, I had a hernia surgery, fourth one I've had, and I had some kind of allergic reaction to the anesthetic, and I woke up with a pretty severe anxiety disorder. Really pretty wild. That was last December. They gave me some Ativan. I was taking the Ativan. I've been taking some herbal formulas that I make myself for the anxiety, and it was just not taking the Ativan more than a couple times a week because I just know the stuff's nasty for you and pretty addictive. The herbs were helping, and I was making it through the day, but not. It was a lot of work just to get through the day because of the anxiety. It was just exhausting. It was getting a little bit better just from the working on detoxing the anesthetic out of my spinal cord and all that. Christopher, a couple months ago, and we got a number of friends who knew I was dealing with this issue. I was weeping like daily, just for no reason at all. It was just really, really a tough scenario. Really not any personality of mine. I really thought I'd lost it. Thought about even checking things in place. Really didn't know how to get a grip on anything. And Christopher ended up, I think, through another friend who told me, just heard that I was dealing with some anxiety, and gave me one of these, one of the free 7-day packets. And it felt different than the first dose, honestly. It's been about 2 months now, and other than the herbal formula that I was taking and the Q96, I haven't taken anything else. I think I've taken a half a dose of the Ativan once or twice in the last 60 days. Real clear feeling, real clear head. I'm the type of person that can always do, keep 6 plates spinning on the poles. I'm self-employed. I've got almost 3 different businesses going on right now. And was always very good at multitasking. And from the week after the surgery on, 1 or maybe 2 things going on, and I would just not be able to take it on. It was just very confusing. Really couldn't take phone calls while I was doing other things. It was just overwhelming. And since taking this Q96, it hasn't been an issue, literally since the first day.
Wow.
Get up in the morning and take it, and I still take this other herbal formula, but it's really changed my life in the last 60 days after having this just horrendous experience since the middle of last December. So it's been almost a year since I had that issue, and it's totally changed.
Sweet.
Totally changed.
Thank you, Rich.
Sure.
Let me explain. Thank you, Rich. Let me explain briefly why and how it works. You heard that it kind of evolved out of the agriculture industry, but what Tony and his team were able to identify is 36 critical vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that are necessary for your healthy brain and central nervous system function. And so this product is a combination of those 36 vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. But that's only half the equation. When his children first started on it, they had to take 40 capsules a day. As Tony liked to say, you want that with ketchup, mustard, or gravy, because it was like a meal in itself. But over the 17 years, they have refined and refined and refined the process. And about a year ago, they had a major breakthrough in processing when they realized when they chelated it past the 72-hour mark over towards 96 hours, it was like magical. And it dropped down that we now get the same results with 4 capsules that they used to require 40 capsules to get. And so it's a combination, and what they do is it's a micronization and nanochelation process that makes the nutrients bioavailable. It's probably the most bioavailable vitamin mineral supplement you can find anywhere. You look at the ingredients and go, well, it's just vitamins and minerals. Yes, that's true. But it's vitamins and minerals to get to where they're supposed to go. They easily pass through the gut wall, get into the bloodstream, and then easily pass through the blood-brain barrier. It's not what you eat, it's what you assimilate that counts. So you could take and mix up your own batch of the exact same thing, and you'd only need to take 40 capsules okay, to get the same results. So